You're watching the clock, each second passing, time flowing forward, past falling away behind you, future approaching ahead. You feel it, the unstoppable current carrying you from birth toward death, 1 second per second, always forward, never back. Except here's what the math says. Time doesn't exist. Not time is relative, not time is flexible. Time doesn't exist at all. The flowing seconds you feel? A hallucination, a neurological trick, your brain lying to you about the structure of reality. The universe doesn't have a now. It doesn't have a past or future. It has everything, all at once, frozen, static, eternal. Today, we're looking at the mathematical proofs from the most respected physicists alive, all pointing to the same terrifying truth. You're not moving through time. You're hallucinating motion in a frozen universe. But to understand why your brain is actively lying to you, we first have to look at the man who killed time over a century ago and the horrifying truth he revealed about the word now, the block universe. Albert Einstein didn't just give us relativity, he gave us the death of time. We think time is a river, only now is real. Einstein proved that's wrong. Special relativity reveals something horrifying. There is no universal now. Two people moving at different velocities experience different presents. If everyone disagrees on what's happening now, then now can't be a fundamental property of reality. It's just perspective, like left and right. This is the block universe. Every event that ever happened or will happen exists simultaneously in a frozen 4D structure. Your birth, it exists. Your death, it exists. Right now, in the block. Your consciousness is just a spotlight scanning across a frozen structure. The spot it illuminates feels like now. You're not becoming. You've already become. Everything you'll ever do is already done. You're just experiencing it sequentially. The block universe says your entire life is already carved in stone. But if you think a frozen timeline is existentially terrifying, what happens when you dig down into the fundamental source code of the cosmos and realize the actual mathematical variable for time was completely deleted? The Wheeler-DeWitt equation. In the 1960s, physicists John Wheeler and Bryce DeWitt combined quantum mechanics with general relativity to create one equation that describes the entire universe. And when they looked at what they'd written, they found something disturbing. Time doesn't appear in the equation. It's gone. The mathematics describing the quantum state of the entire universe contains no variable for time. The universe at the quantum level doesn't evolve. It just is. A static quantum state. No past, no future, no change. At the deepest level, when you try to describe the universe as a whole, time disappears from the math. It's a crutch for observers who can't see the whole picture. At the quantum level, time literally evaporates. But if the universe has no past or future, why do you remember yesterday but not tomorrow? The answer isn't time. It's just the universe rotting. The entropy illusion. Drop a glass, it shatters. You've never seen the shards spontaneously leap off the floor and reassemble. That's the arrow of time. But here's the secret. The arrow of time isn't time, it's entropy. The second law of thermodynamics, entropy, disorder, always increases. Hot coffee cools, rooms get messy, stars burn out. Time is just your label for the direction entropy increases. It's not a thing, it's a description of things breaking down. Your memories of the past, they're brain states created by entropy increasing. You can't remember the future because forming those memories would require entropy to decrease. You're not moving through time. You're sliding down an entropy gradient, and your brain misinterprets the decay of the universe as a river carrying you from past to future. You're watching everything rot and calling the direction of rot tomorrow. You are surf riding a wave of cosmic decay. But Italian physicist Carlo Rovelli took this horror a step further. He proved mathematically that this illusion of time only exists because of your own biological ignorance. Thermal time and quantum symmetry. Ravelli's thermal time hypothesis is brutal. Time is a side effect of your ignorance. If you had perfect quantum-level information of every particle, time would cease to exist for you. You'd see reality as a static, timeless geometric structure. But you have a 3-pound biological computer that can't track 10 to the 80 particles, so your brain invented time as a compression algorithm to parse reality. And worse, at that deepest quantum layer, the laws of physics are perfectly time-symmetric. A positron isn't just antimatter. Mathematically, it is an electron moving backward in time. You could run the entire universe backward, stars imploding, matter condensing into the Big Bang, and the fundamental equations wouldn't care. Forward is an illusion. Time is a biological compression tool for a symmetric universe. But the final theory destroys the 3D reality you think you live in. What if time isn't a dimension at all, but just a frame rate? The holographic principle suggests our 3D reality is a projection from a 2D surface at the cosmic horizon. Everything you experience, depth, motion, is encoded on a 2D boundary. If reality is a hologram, then time is just the frame rate of the projection. It's how fast the 2D information surface updates to create the illusion of a 3D universe evolving. Gravity, velocity, acceleration, they don't change time, they change your local rendering speed. Time dilation near black holes, the hologram renders slower there because the projection calculation is more complex, so the frame rate drops. You aren't a 3D being moving through time, you're a 2D pattern of information being projected into an illusory 3D space. The flow you feel is neurological, the past slipping away is just entropy. The ticking clock is just the universe rendering frames from a holographic projection. You've already become. Every choice you think you're about to make already exists in your future world line. The next time you look at a clock, remember, those seconds aren't passing. You're just mistaking your own consciousness scanning across a frozen block for reality's flow. But if time is just a rendering speed and our 3D reality is being projected from a 2D boundary of information, it begs the ultimate terrifying question: who or what is running the code? If you want to see the exact mathematical anomalies and glitches that prove we are actually living inside a high-fidelity digital simulation, click on the video on your screen right now. I'll break down the terrifying truth of simulation theory. See you there.